Yo, what's up, Vortex Squad? It's your boy, Vortex Vandal Gaming. Tonight, we're diving headfirst into the creepiest, wildest, and the most WTF paranormal content we've ever laid eyes on. We're talking ghosts, demons, moments so insane you won't believe they're real. The best part, I'm seeing all of this blind with you guys for the first time. So buckle up, grab your snacks, maybe even a nightlight, because things are about to get spooky, shocking, and absolutely hilarious. Let's jump in and see what paranormal has in store for us tonight.
Two friends stood in the hallway of a house that had already been making them uneasy. After hearing strange noises for a while, they finally decided to check the attic. Ali positioned himself directly beneath the hatch, gripping the long stick used to pull it open, while his friend filmed from a few steps back. That's when the sound started again. Heavy banging echoed from above, not scratching, not shuffling, but slow, deliberate knocks. Each one sounded forceful, almost intentional. Two controlled to be animals, too heavy to be loose pipes, and eerily timed, as if whatever was up there knew they were standing below.
Escucha, hágale, pero hágale suavecito. Espere.
Yeah, no, that sounds crazy already.
Hágale.
Oh, you mother!
Ali hesitated for a moment, then slowly pushed the attic door upward with the stick. The hatch creaked open.
Why? Why? First one in. Why? That's shocking.
Revealing nothing but darkness at first. The camera tilted upward, trying to make sense of the empty space.
Ah, that looks fake. It's got to be, right? Come on, chat, let me know. What do you think?
And then something appeared. A face suddenly emerged in the opening. Pale, unnatural, staring straight down at them from inside the attic. It didn't speak, it barely moved, but its presence alone was enough to send both of them into instant panic. The camera jolted violently as they turned and ran, shouting in fear. Behind them, the attic door slammed shut. The footage cuts shortly after. Ali later said neither of them went back up there that night. No one else was supposed to be in the house.
I'm not surprised they didn't go back up. I wouldn't be going back up.
And whatever looked down at them from that attic was never seen again.
Yeah, nah. If that's real, you can keep the attic, sell the house, burn it down. I'm done. I'm gone.
This is a family we've featured on the channel before. A family whose situation has been one of the hardest for viewers to make sense of. On the very first day of the year, while most people were sleeping peacefully or welcoming a fresh start, this family barely managed to get even an hour of rest.
Is there someone banging on their door or something? Please tell me that's holy water he's slapping at the door. Why would you continue living there? Why? Petrol, kerosene, diesel, gunpowder, Semtex, uranium, plutonium. Put it all in a barrel, light the fuse, and walk away. Don't open the door. Do not open the door.
espérate para allá, ya tranquilo, para allá. Ya, espérame.
Come on, stop teasing me.
Ya, ya, por favor, ya. Tranquilos.
Nah.
No pasa nada, tranquilos. Tranquilos.
Espérame, voy a ver allá abajo, no hay nada acá.
There's no one there.
At first glance, some people may be quick to dismiss this as staged, but that reaction often comes from the outside looking in. Living with something you don't understand, something you can't control and can't escape from, creates a kind of fear that doesn't fade when the camera turns off.
I wonder, is that why they've got no door handles on the outside of their doors? If we take it back a second, when it goes outside,
Ya, ya, por favor, ya.
here you go. There's no door handle. Continue on.
Tranquilos, no pasa nada, no pasa nada, tranquilos. Tranquilos.
Espérame.
Once again, no door handle. I wonder if that's why.
Me voy a ver allá abajo, no hay nada acá.
That's crazy.
At first glance, some people may be quick to dismiss this as staged, but that reaction often comes from the outside looking in. Living with something you don't understand, something you can't control and can't escape from, creates a kind of fear that doesn't fade when the camera turns off. Many viewers keep repeating the same advice: just move. But it's never that simple.
Facts.
When money is tight, when the housing market is unforgiving, and when every affordable option feels just as uncertain as the place you're already in. The family says they've tried everything they know how to do. They've looked for explanations, they've searched for help, and yet whatever this is refuses to stop. For now, this is one mystery that won't let go. Manuel is
Nah, you wouldn't catch me staying in that house. 110%. I'll be gone. I'll go live in the streets. They're not even getting an hour's sleep. That's what he just said. You wouldn't catch me staying in that house.
exploring an abandoned school late at night, a place he's convinced is haunted after hearing about unexplained activity there for years. The building is completely silent, except for his footsteps echoing through the empty halls as he films, slowly making his way toward the area where most of the reports seem to come from. The farther he goes, the heavier the atmosphere feels, not just quiet, but tense, like the air itself is watching him.
Para que vean que no es inventado, o sea, no tengo ningún otro dispositivo. La bocina la tengo aquí, o sea, no hay otro medio, estoy grabando con mi teléfono, un único teléfono. Y nuevamente escuché ruidos. Maldita sea. Nuevamente escuché ruidos,
Dark bathrooms are never the
esta
one.
vez ya no es un niño.
What was that?
No mames. ¡Ey! ¿Quién está ahí?
Nah, those doors start banging open and shut.
No, seas mamón. Ay, no seas mamón. Estoy completamente solo y
Right, you've backed
As
yourself into a
Manuel
corner.
approaches a hallway near the bathrooms, a strange high-pitched sound suddenly rings out. At first, it's faint, but sharp enough to make him stop in his tracks. He follows the noise as it guides him straight to a bathroom on the left. With every step closer, the sound changes, shifting into something worse. A quiet, drawn-out wail that sends chills through him. Manuel steps inside, whispering, "Hey?" into the darkness. That's when the wail suddenly grows much louder, echoing violently off the tiled walls. He begins checking the stalls one by one, clearly showing that they're all empty. But the moment he finishes, the sound abruptly stops. A second later, the wailing resumes again, this time coming from deeper inside the school, far beyond the bathroom he's standing in. Manuel freezes.
Hold on, did he just say that's a school?
A second later, the wailing resumes again, this time coming from deeper inside the school, far beyond the bathroom he's standing in. Manuel freezes, realizing whatever made that sound wasn't trapped in one room at all. It was moving. Part 2 picks up immediately where the last clip left off. And this time, there's no mistaking how intense things have become. The noise is now incredibly loud, pouring through the building, no longer distant, no longer faint. It sounds unmistakably like a woman in pain, a long, strained wail that fills the halls and makes the walls vibrate.
completamente solo y güey, ¿qué pedo? No mames.
It doesn't sound like it's in there.
No mames, y justamente en el baño de...
It genuinely doesn't sound like it's in there. Let's take it back a second.
Mames.
It's getting louder as he's leaving, isn't it? %. It's getting louder as he's coming out.
¿Quién está ahí? Ay, no, no mames. ¿Quién está ahí?
What do you make of this, chat? I'm not sure.
¿Pedo? Es que... Esto ya no es normal, neta, ya no es normal. Mami, se sintió algo bien cabrón esta parte de aquí.
Yeah, I'm not even sure, to be honest with you.
Sí está escuchando.
What do we think?
Salgan.
Yeah, he's just been billed for that.
Es que no. Güey, ¿qué pedo?
Where's it coming from?
O sea, ella es aquí.
I'm not sure what to think, you know. It looks a bit,
¿Y
or
quién está
seems a
ahí?
bit off to me.
¿Quién está ahí?
Bitch is laughing.
No mames, qué putas me metí, cabrón. Hola. Hola. No, ya no hay. No hay nadie. Ya no se escuchó nada. Rayos.
As Manuel stands frozen, the bathroom stall doors in front of him begin to open on their own, one by one, fast, as if something unseen is pushing them open from the inside. That's enough to force him to retreat back.
Sorry, are we watching the same video? Because that door definitely didn't open by itself. Unless I've missed something.
Something unseen is pushing them open from one, fast, in front of their own, one by one, fast, as if something unseen is pushing them open from the inside.
Okay, yeah, I missed that one. But that could just be the way at the door, surely.
That's enough to force him to retreat backward into the hallway, breathing heavily as the sound drags on longer than ever before. Just when it finally cuts out, he cautiously steps forward again. But the second he reaches the bathroom entrance, the scream erupts once more, even louder than before. Manuel later claims all this was happening around 3 in the morning. Unsure what to do, he stays where he is as the cries continue, bouncing around the building and making it impossible to pinpoint their source. He decides to check the men's bathroom on the right. But as he films inside, it becomes clear the noise isn't coming from there at all. Suddenly, it shifts again, pulling him back toward the women's bathroom. Only now it sounds different, less like screaming, and more like someone violently gagging or vomiting behind the walls. Moments later, the agonizing screams return at full volume. Manuel calls out "Hola" several times, his voice shaking, but there's no response. Then, for the longest stretch of the night, everything goes completely silent. Taking that as his chance, Manuel slowly backs away, never turning his back, before finally leaving the building altogether. Whatever was inside didn't follow him out, but the sounds he captured were more than enough to convince him to never return. A woman was just about to take a shower when her friend FaceTimed her. During the call, the friend jokingly teased her about the way she had wrapped her hair before hanging up. Laughing it off, she decided to re-wrap it properly and record a quick video to send back as proof that she could do it better this time. But while she was recording, something completely unexpected happened. Watch closely.
You telling me she didn't notice that? Yeah, no, fuck that. Go. Run. Run, bitch! Run!
From her reaction reaction alone, you can tell just how badly this shook her. And honestly, it's hard to blame her. She had already heard unsettling stories from neighbors in the building, reports of curtains moving on their own, unexplained knocking late at night.
I can't tell if that's someone, but like someone's reflection there, though.
And even sounds coming from rooms no one was inside.
Oh, it is, surely.
So when her own curtains suddenly began moving violently, not gently swaying, but tugging hard as if someone were deliberately pulling it, panic set in immediately. This didn't look like air movement. It didn't look accidental. And in that moment, running was the only
Hi, Jack. Welcome to the stream.
thing she could think to do. But if whatever caused that movement had already crossed into her apartment, many people argue that running alone wouldn't solve anything.
Break-in. Yeah, sure thing. Send me a link over. I'll give it a shot.
So what do you think? Was this a one-time incident, or is this something she should start taking very seriously?
Yeah, no, I'll be out there as well.
A group of explorers decided to check out an old abandoned school. The kind of place where every hallway feels frozen in time, and every classroom looks like the students simply stood up one day and never came back. They were there for the architecture, the decay, the eerie silence that only places like this seem to hold. While filming, they believed they were only capturing peeling paint, dusty desks, and empty corridors. But they had no idea they'd recorded something far more unsettling. Have a look.
What, this apparition?
Right there at the end of the hallway,
Chat, are we seeing this or not?
something appears. An apparition that looks disturbingly like a small child.
Oh, fair. There's the legs. That looks like a skirt. Top, head. But damn.
They didn't notice it while filming. It wasn't until later, reviewing the footage, that they realized what had been standing there the entire time. Some say childlike apparitions are rarely what they seem. And while it didn't move toward them, didn't follow them, and didn't react in any obvious way,
Get out my gaff, you spooky bitch.
the most unsettling part is knowing it was there, silent, watching. And that makes this one of the most chilling discoveries they've captured so far. This footage was captured by a home security camera. Annalisa was left completely shaken by what she discovered. At first, nothing seemed unusual, but when she reviewed the footage, something stood out immediately. Have a look.
Camera recording.
In the first recording, it almost looks like a figure casually walking through the frame. There's no rush, no panic, just movement where no one should be.
Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I've worked with CCTV cameras. Low quality cameras, you get a thing called ghosting. So if someone at that distance, especially when you're at night and it's in you've got a color mode on your camera, you're going to see some form of ghosting. So we don't know about that, but that voice though.
Panic, just movement where no one should be. Then comes the second clip. A voice can be heard clearly whispering a single word. Eric. What makes this especially unsettling is the timing. This happened less than 2 minutes after Annalisa's husband, Eric, had just left for work. Many people believe hearing your name when you're alone can mean different things. Some say it's a spirit trying to get your attention. Others believe it's mimicry, an entity copying familiar voices to lure or provoke a response. There's also the psychological explanation, how the mind can fill silence with what it expects to hear. But that theory doesn't sit quite right when the voice is captured on camera. So what do you think this was? A coincidence? A call? Or something that knew Eric's name a little too well? Movement inside their home. It starts subtly. Items not being where they were left. An uneasy feeling when certain rooms go quiet. And moments where it feels like someone else is present, even when they're alone. One evening, one of them notices something she's absolutely certain about. The blinds in one room are open, even though she clearly remembers closing them. She shuts the blinds again and leaves the room. Minutes later, she returns. The blinds are open. This time, instead of brushing it off, she stays. She pulls out her phone and starts recording, hoping to catch what's causing it. Watch closely.
Is it me or is that shit company? Let me pause this shit, cuz. Is it me?
No, it looks like it's opening.
Baby,
It does look like it's opening.
is it me or the opening?
Fill up their water thing. And
After the video was shared, explanations quickly followed. Some suggested the blinds might be loose or no longer tight enough.
To be honest with you, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that it's probably the weight of the blinds pulling it back down again, but
Slowly slipping open on their own. Others speculated that someone could have been standing outside the window, but when she stepped outside to check for footprints or any sign of someone nearby, there was nothing. No marks, no disturbance, nothing that could explain it. What makes this harder for the couple to dismiss is that this isn't the only strange thing they've experienced. They've openly said they believe they're gifted with sight, able to sense and even see spirits. Because of past experiences, they're already open to the idea that the paranormal is very real. They've encountered unexplained events outside their home as well. Moments that only reinforce that belief. One experience in particular stands out. Shortly after their nephew Nick lost his best friend, they took him to the park to spend some time together. While they were there, something unexpected was captured. Watch and listen closely.
This is a video of our nephew at the park, and his best friend had recently died. Let us know what you hear.
Get up! Ow, my head! My head got hurt twice.
Some people hear a voice saying, "Nick, I love you." Others believe it says, "I can help you." Was this a comforting message meant only for him, or something else entirely trying to make contact? Let me know what you heard. This clip.
I heard it as well. What about you, chat? I don't know what to make of it, mind you, but yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows?
Was captured inside an old school by a man who works there overnight. Once everyone leaves, his
Like, what is it with all of these schools popping up? I get it, school buildings are old, but come on. Right.
job is simple. Walk the halls, check each classroom, make sure everything is locked and exactly where it should be. During one of those quiet night shifts, he began hearing sounds coming from a bathroom down the hall. Not distant echoes or random noises, but the kind you'd expect if someone was actively using it. Water running, movement, subtle sounds bouncing off the tiled walls.
Jack, you need to get them hearing aids adjusted. Come on.
At first he stood outside and waited, assuming someone would eventually come out. But minutes passed, and no one did. When he finally decided to step inside, this is what he saw.
Ooh.
Puta madre. Ahora no lo saqué.
trabajo es checar que ya no haya nadie. Pagar todo y cerrar todo. Es una escuela.
That's his
Una
shoes.
escuela de noche. En Estados Unidos, que tiene muchos, muchos años esta escuela ya. Es una escuela muy viejita.
The obvious explanation would be faulty plumbing or pressure buildup in an old building. But in a place that was supposed to be completely empty, it didn't feel like a malfunction. It felt more like something repeating a routine, one that never really stopped.
The thing that puts me, like, changes my mind about it, this though, is the fact that it's not all of the taps. If it was every single tap, then I would say maybe, but if there's only 2 taps. So what's to say that the plunger on the tap, I'm going to guess they're push top taps. What's to say the plumbing isn't tits?
I'll leave you to be the judge on this one. A woman had been collecting antique dolls for years, slowly building an impressive...
Oh, no, why? Why? Why is it always dolls? Why is it always dolls? Come on. It's always dolls. And it's always antique dolls as well. You don't need them. Please, just stop.
collection inside her home. For a long time, everything seemed normal. The dolls stayed where she left them. Nothing felt out of place. But eventually, she began noticing something she couldn't explain. Some of the dolls appeared to move on
See what I mean?
their own. At first, she convinced herself it was just her imagination. Maybe she misremembered where she placed them. But the movements kept happening. Then came the sounds. Children's laughter, echoing
It's moving back into place as well. That's the worst thing about it.
through empty rooms. No one else home. No toys turned on. Things took a darker turn after she had a baby. Worried for her child's safety, she installed baby monitors throughout the house. That's when she started capturing something far
Oh, is that those motion detection ones? It tracks things as well.
more unsettling. Ghostly figures appearing near the crib.
No,
Shapes lingering where no one should be.
no.
One day, while driving, she decided to record something unusual involving one of her dolls. Watch closely.
Freaking insane update, y'all. The doll is back with us. Not the one that was stolen, but the one that we managed to wash our hands of.
Oh,
by
she's
giving
driving.
away. I had to drive.
She's driving. If you have a baby asleep in your car and you turn around a corner, their head's going to move. It's probably going to be the same with the doll as well.
20 minutes away and come pick up this damn doll, and I never
Braking.
ever wanted to put this doll in my car, ever. The only time it's ever been in my car is when I picked it up for the very first time. It has not been in my car. I think where I messed up is when we first got the dolls and we seen that something was attached to them and that something was haunting them. I made the mistake of being like, don't hurt us, we'll take care of you. This is before I had kids now. So I've done made this doll, or whatever's attached to this damn doll, promises that we will always take, because me and my husband were like, it's a little girl attached to this.
The video showed
Right, if you think a doll is haunted, why the hell are you making promises with it? Why? Think about it. Come on, guys. You're just inviting it to attach itself to you, surely.
the doll sitting upright in the passenger seat. At first, it appears completely still. Then, it begins to move. Subtle at first.
Nah.
But gradually, the motion becomes more deliberate. While some of the movement could be explained by the
What do we reckon, chat? I reckon we've debunked this one, don't we? If you look at the windows, you can see when it moves forward, she's slowing down. When it's moving it to the side, she's turning a corner. When it's leaning back, she's accelerating. Exactly, Jack. I'm not believing it.
car being in motion. not all of it lines up. Certain shifts don't match the road, the turns, or the vibration of the vehicle. They look intentional.
No, they
The
don't.
woman later explained that she believes this particular doll is haunted by the spirit of a young girl, and after everything she's experienced inside her home, she's not ruling anything out. So
Unless the young girl has got a bobblehead, then nah.
what do you think? Could this doll really be possessed?
Nah.
Or is there another explanation hiding in plain sight? Either way, let's hope her baby remains safe with this kind of energy lingering around their home. A man is trying to understand why his younger daughter is absolutely terrified of a specific toy. Every time she sees it, she cries. When it's brought closer, she screams and tries to get away, refusing to stay in the same room with it. She won't touch it. She won't look at it for more than a moment, and she becomes visibly distressed whenever it's nearby. What makes this even stranger is that this reaction happened with any of her other toys. Only this one. One evening, hoping to get to the bottom of what's causing such a strong response, the father brings the toy out again with the help of his older daughter. As they interact with it, he suddenly notices something unsettling. Watch closely.
Okay, pull the string.
Okay.
Let it go slow. All right, now do it regularly. All right, I'll do it again, but a little slower.
Yeah, that is pretty creepy. I can understand why the kid's scared of it. Is that what I think? Is that saying, I promise I won't tell? Chat, tell me I'm hearing that correctly. That's definitely what I'm hearing. Yeah.
Before jumping to conclusions, it's important to understand what this toy actually is. Viewers quickly pointed out that it's a 1985 second-generation Care Bear, one of the early talking toys. Unlike modern toys that use digital electronics, these older models relied on mechanical sensors. The slower the pull string retracts, the slower the internal cylinder turns. This can cause the voice to stretch, warp, and distort.
Yeah, but it literally sounds like it's saying, I promise I won't tell. Come on. You cannot say that's not what that's saying. Whether it's an old bear from the 1900s, 1980s, whatever. You cannot turn around and say that that does not sound like it's saying, I promise I won't tell.
A little slower.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's exactly what he's saying.
These older models relied on mechanical sensors. The slower the pull string retracts, the slower the internal cylinder turns. This can cause the voice to stretch, warp, and distort, similar to forcing a vinyl record to slow down. When these toys were first released, many parents complained about how unsettling they sounded. Some even described the voices as disturbing or downright demonic. But that's not where the concern ends. Some people took the theory much further, pointing to the symbols on the Care Bear's belly, known as belly badges. According to certain beliefs, these symbols resemble markings used in voodoo practices, thought to act as spiritual beacons or invitations for specific entities.
Really? I think we're pushing the boat out a bit far now. Come on.
Others dismiss this as coincidence or overinterpretation. But those who believe in spiritual sensitivity argue that children are often far more perceptive to energies adults ignore. So, if this little girl reacts so strongly to this specific toy, is it really just the distorted voice? Or is she sensing something?
So, we were sent a link by Breaking IMGS. Apparently, it's a horror short that they've made. Apparently, it's only 5 minutes long. And I've said that we're going to have a quick react to it. So we'll load that in quickly, see what we're looking at. So horror short is called Maneater. Obviously, yes, this was done by Breaking IMGs. It's Breaking Images on YouTube. So if you want to go give them a shout out, give them a follow or subscribe. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. And they are in the chat. So welcome back in again. So yeah, let's get this queued up and let's have a look at this, shall we?
Meet someone special free on the Love Line. Dial 1-900-463-FREE. It's the Sweetheart Line where lovers meet. Try it free.
Fifth and finally, we found markings indicating that the ritual...
Come see a fashion show, exhibit, and a panel of experts discussion. Register for...
And a pain reliever you can't find in any other leading cold medicine.
Hold up. Are we sure that this is a horror? Come on.
Oftentimes a cut that goes from behind the ear all the way down to the throat.
On this big, or if it's a male, you might have lines like that from the...
The structure of her life is controlled by this singular necessity. On her rests the burden of protecting and feeding the kids.
The way the trap closes and what makes it close seem more the product of fiendish invention than of nature. When a trap is set, the sides of a leaf are open in a V and face upwards. On the surface are 6 hairs, 3 on each side. These are triggers that spring the trap. It's almost impossible for an insect to walk across a leaf without touching one of them, but it's more complicated than that.
It's almost like a veil has gone away, and I can see clearly what the world is like.
Oh, this is a whole other genre. Sorry, I've got to do it. I had to add it in there. Sorry, guys.
This decision, this trailing of the long legs in the water, this opening up of the heavy body into a new life. See how the sudden gray-blue sheets of her wings strive toward the wind. See.
Oh, we've got some demonic stuff happening. Ooh. Joe, what? Well done.
He heard all the.
I think, personally, I enjoyed it. But yeah, no, that was good. Thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. No, it's good. Very good. I like the genre. So the only downside to the analog genre is obviously it is very scatty. And it does jump from pillar to post. But it keeps you guessing on when things are going to pop up. So, no, it's good. It was good. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to head back over. Head back over. This is their YouTube channel. Be sure, head over, give them a subscribe. Obviously, hit the bell, get notified. Yeah, no, that was very, very good, very interesting. Tell you what, we'll either go ahead and give it a thumbs up. We'll head back over here. We'll load up the next one. So yeah, that was the scariest videos on the internet. That was over by Fearsome. Oh no, let's have a look. That was by Scary Comp. That last video we watched before the short. Next one that we're playing is 8 scary ghost videos that left viewers completely terrified. So we'll see what this one brings us. Once again, this one's on YouTube, brought to you by Fearsome Top 5. So be sure to head over to YouTube, give them a follow, give them a like, give them a subscribe. And let's get into it, shall we?
Welcome to Fearsome Top 5. Get ready to take a look at 8 scary ghost videos you won't be able to explain. Number 1. A man named Ethan was home alone when he stepped outside to check on a stray cat that had wandered onto his porch. But the moment he made it outside, something in the distance caught his attention. Something that sent a chill straight down his spine.
Oh gosh. So I got the stray cat out here, right? Now I'll check on it. It's like cute as fuck. And I'll look up. See this. What the f?
Right. He sounds American. Get that trigger pulling, baby.
I'm gonna go look over.
Can I pet that dog? Oh, God.
What did he say? Hang on real quick. Y'all see it? Oh, y'all see that shit, though?
Yeah, no, just back it out and let it rip. Come on. I mean, granted, I don't know if that's your property that they're standing on, but that is pretty creepy, to be fair.
Yeah.
As he looked up, a pitch-black figure slowly came into view. It stood completely still, not moving an inch, as if it were watching him. This figure appeared entirely cloaked in darkness, with no visible features or defining details. Ethan stared on in disbelief until this figure suddenly slipped out of sight. Feeling on edge, he was left with more questions than answers. So who or what was watching him from the distance? Number 2. After moving into an old house with her girlfriend, a woman named Marissa began experiencing things she couldn't explain. Built in 1885 and passed through countless owners, the home seemed to carry a presence of its own. Almost immediately, they began hearing disembodied voices and witnessing objects move without anyone touching them. One night, Marissa and her girlfriend stepped out to try a new restaurant, leaving Marissa's sister behind to watch their new puppy. But in the middle of dinner, Marissa received a frantic phone call. Her sister was crying and begging her to come home immediately. Without hesitation, Marissa rushed back, her heart racing, and these are the events that followed.
Oh my god. What? Stop! Relax!
Get upstairs, I'm not joking.
What do you mean?
I was down there with that camera. There's like, I heard it twice.
Like what?
I kept laughing.
Okay, relax.
I literally looked back, and I ignored it, and then it happened again, and I got up and started freaking out. You can see that camera.
Okay, relax.
She's panicking, isn't she?
I just left them here at the store.
No, there's a kid upstairs laughing. That's why I asked him to walk by it there.
What was that?
Upstairs?
Yeah, it's nostalgia.
Nah.
Upstairs?
Yeah, it's nostalgia, just like a kid, like a high
Nah, we don't do kids laughing.
pitched voice.
Too much morale.
Twice. You literally see me look at the thing twice, and I thought it was TV, but it wasn't.
Why it's not here? Oh my, dude, I just rushed and left them there.
Missed that last one at the bottom of the stairs. What was that?
You literally see me look at the thing twice, and I thought it was TV, but it wasn't.
Why it's not here? Oh my, dude, I just rushed and left them there.
Fat and Black. To be honest with you, I haven't witnessed anything per se. Noises and stuff like that. Things that I can't explain, yes. But actual apparitions, things that I would 100% say is ghosts, never. I know a lot of people who swear by it, who say that they've seen a lot of it. I've been in some pretty old buildings, so yeah, there's been some weird noises, weird knocks and stuff like that in the middle of the night, but nothing that I can 100% unequivocally say that's paranormal. So, what about chat? What paranormal activity have you guys seen or witnessed in your life?
When Marissa walked through the front door, her sister was hysterical. She insisted that she'd been hearing the sound of a child laughing upstairs. And chillingly, as Marissa moved through the house, a faint childlike giggle echoed from above.
Yeah, Jack, I agree. I reckon it is something, it's got to be a mimic or something like that. You hear about them laughing and like mimicking or repeating or pretending to be other people, so... But that one's weird.
She slowly approached the staircase, and once again, that unsettling voice could be heard. At the time, it didn't seem like Marissa noticed it, but thankfully she was recording, confirming that her sister truly wasn't just imagining this. After giving the situation time to settle and allowing her sister to regain her composure, the two decided to search for the source of the sound. Their first thought was the attic, just to be absolutely certain that no one was up there.
Once again, it's always an attic or a basement or something like that, isn't it? Why?
You good? Oh, she's gonna move it back. Ready? Like this. You gonna grab it? Looks like my phone didn't drop up there. It's a whole other mission to get my phone out. I'm telling you right now. So I'm not leaving my phone up there. Oh, I have two pictures.
Nah, I'm not searching either. Jack, what do you reckon you saw then? Something black. Oh, mate. Yeah, I've got 3. The eldest can go up and check. Just lift them up through the attic space. Have a look, see what's up there.
With their phone taped to the end of a broom, they lifted it up into the pitch black attic and slowly
Yeah, 3. I know.
spun it around. But after getting a full view, it was clear the space was completely empty, leaving them with no explanations and no
Love them to pieces, I wouldn't change it for the world.
comfort. Because for now, it seems Marissa may be sharing her home with a roommate who isn't exactly alive.
How are you getting rent paid for then, girl? Come on. There's got to be some sort of spirit tax.
Number 3.
Let's be honest, in the UK, they tax you for everything. So once you're dead, they're going to tax you again anyway. So you might as well. They might as well incorporate some sort of spirit tax. Hey, what am I to know and what am I to say?
The paranormal couple behind the Paracurious TikTok account made the bold decision to investigate the infamous Conjuring House. Built in 1736, this historic home is widely regarded as one of the most haunted houses in America. Over the years, several families lived on the property, many of whom reported tragic events.
That's smart. I like it.
Including sudden deaths, suicides, drownings, and unexplained illnesses.
But if that's true, then explain to me, why is it the black guy that normally dies first in the movies?
But it wasn't until the Perron family moved in during the 1970s that the house gained worldwide attention. Almost immediately, they began experiencing intense paranormal activity. Disembodied voices, objects being thrown, unexplained bruises, and shadowy figures roaming the halls. With that chilling history in mind, the couple ventured inside, hoping to make contact. They chose to use the Estes method, a technique where one person wears noise-canceling headphones connected to a spirit box, allowing them to hear only whatever voices may...
What the dog doing?
I'm not even going to comment. That's just too much. I'm not commenting on that one.
come through. Clayton asked the questions, while Bailey simply repeated anything she heard through the headphones, but neither of them were prepared for what happened next.
Do you want me to read one of these books to you, April? Over here?
Yes.
Hold up, guys. We've got a visitor. Who's up, bud? Who's up? You coming to watch some ghosty videos? You're going to come protect me?
Which one?
Hello, buddy.
What's the name of the book?
Glorious.
Glorious. I'm gonna try and find that. You want me to turn this
Can I pet that dog?
back? If it's over here, I will shit myself. Can you tell me where the Glorious book is?
Down.
Down? Is it on this row here?
No.
Is it on this row?
Yeah.
Can you tell me the name of the book again? Holy... No way. No way. Okay, April, I got the book you've been talking about, the exact book, A Glorious Accident. Do you want me to read this to you?
To me.
Okay. Did your parents used to read you this book?
It's very quick with the old answers for an Estes method.
Read.
Your mom used to read you this?
Yes. Memories.
Not only did it appear that something in the room was communicating through the spirit box, but the responses seemed intelligent, directly answering Clayton's questions. One answer even guided him toward a specific bookshelf, then a specific shelf, and finally a book with the word glorious in its title. And remember, Bailey couldn't hear Clayton at all.
That's pretty nuts if it's true.
She was only repeating the words coming through the device. So yeah, either this was an insane coincidence, or something in that house had been fiending to read that book. Number 4. While scrolling through TikTok, I came across a video that instantly caught my attention. A couple living deep in the woods relies on several security cameras placed around the outside of their home to keep an eye on things after dark. Most nights, the footage is completely normal, just trees swaying and the occasional animal passing by. But one night around 8 o'clock, something bone-chilling appeared on their live feed.
Okay, so alarms are going off and the rooster's going nuts. We caught some coyotes in the backyard. What is that?
It's what?
It's probably that coyote.
Right there. What the heck?
Is that coyote?
No.
Did somebody say Skinwalker?
That's not a coyote. That's a person.
You got a crackhead in your garden. See? Once again, sounds like they're from America. So just back out the 9 and let rip. Simple. You'll soon know if it's a person or not, won't you?
Where's the dog?
Damn. It's got that dump truck. It's caked up.
Well, you better go now.
You know, that bitch is walking towards your house. I don't know, because last time I checked, spirits don't move up the way for bits of bush.
What the fuck, man? What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
It's a crackhead in a morph suit. Come on.
The rooster's not too happy. Where's the dog? There's the dog. Why is she in her freaking pen?
Ooh.
What the? Oh my god. Okay, so it came back. What the hell?
Why are you just sitting there?
There's Lucy right there.
Yeah, but you see where it's standing?
Yeah, it's looking in the window at you.
It's out her window. What?
It's a good way to get shot in the face.
And the dog's just staring.
So why is the damn dog not barking?
Oh my god.
What is that?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm sorry, but if you saw that through the cameras on your property, why the hell are you just sitting there watching it on the cameras? That literally looks like you're in the States as well. We all know about that amendment out there. I mean, it's on your property. Come on.
I don't know. What?
As they sat in their living room watching the live feed, a pale humanoid figure suddenly came into view. This unsettling figure lunged into frame, crawling on all fours before slowly standing upright. It then began walking through the dark woods, inching closer and closer to their house, until it ended up directly outside their window. Just as abruptly as it appeared, this figure took off running, vanishing into the trees. What shocks me the most is just how calm this couple stayed through the entire ordeal. Because if that thing showed up outside my window, I'd already be on Zillow looking for a new house. Number 5.
I'll be looking for the combination for my safe.
After more than a decade of living in a house plagued by strange and unexplainable activity, a woman named Becky is finally preparing to leave. She claims that for over 10 years, she shared her home with an unseen presence, one that never felt threatening and only made itself known from time to time. However, as Becky prepares to move out, this activity has gotten worse. She claims to hear disembodied voices, voices that seem to be growing louder the closer she gets to leaving.
I hear a woman humming. What the hell? Where is that coming from? Look, Xavier hears it too. Hold on. You heard it too, huh?
A faint female hum can be heard throughout the video, and we can only imagine how loud it must have been in person for the camera to pick it up this clearly. And to make things even creepier, at 19 seconds into the video, a low whisper sounds like it's saying, "Help, hold on."
Okay.
According to Becky, she's never heard a disembodied voice quite this loud, and she believes it's because she's preparing to leave. Now I have to point out, as she panned the camera around, I think I see at least one reason why she may be dealing with this creepy activity.
There's nothing wrong with a Chucky doll. It's a movie prop. Come on.
Number 6. A video posted on the ChazzaG353 TikTok account has pulled in over 1 million views. The uploader claims his mom and aunt were finishing their work, cleaning a building that formerly served as a mental asylum. Before they left, his aunt recorded a short video on her phone, and at the time, everything appeared normal. However, after reviewing the footage later, they noticed something unsettling hidden in the audio.
Hey, Saint.
Oh, God, so I'm just gonna get the car.
Yeah.
What the hell? Is that building supposed to be empty, or is there supposed to be people in it?
dozens of ghostly voices can be heard echoing throughout the footage. Haunting cries that sound like they belong to men, women, and children. The woman recording the video was completely unaware of it at the time, claiming the building was dead silent.
What?
She's since been left baffled, unable to explain how such clear voices were captured.
I mean, if that's true, that makes more sense, but there is no way that your phone is picking up that level of sound and you're not hearing anything. 'Cause that was loud. And there was banging and doors going and everything by the sounds of things.
Viewers in the comments were desperate for answers, with one asking, could they hear all the banging, or was that only picked up on camera as well? Chazza responded that none of it was audible at the time. It wasn't until later, when the volume was turned up, that the voices were discovered. And whoever or whatever those voices belong to remains a mystery. Number 7. Coming from a long line of morticians, it was almost inevitable that a woman named Jules would follow in her family's footsteps. She now works at a funeral home where, for the most part, everything runs smoothly. But every so often, strange and unsettling things tend to happen. One day, Jules decided to record a short TikTok, sharing some lesser-known aspects of the job. But while recording, someone or something made its presence known.
Hey you guys, we haven't made a video in a little while, so I just wanted to come on and kind of refresh everybody with just a little mortician tip here. I don't know if everybody's aware.
Block your nose with Zins.
Sometimes they're not aware that in order for the clothing to really fit properly, say it's too big, too small, we have to cut the back of the clothing in order to place it on your loved one. So sometimes if families request the favorite shirt back, or their favorite set of whatever they have on, it will be cut. It's very rare, unless the clothing is perfectly fitted to that person, that the director won't have to cut it. I've worked in several funeral homes where they don't cut it, and it
I think we got a live one, boys.
Is anybody here?
No, what is here?
Here.
Time to go.
We're the only ones here. I have to go look.
There's always been your video.
Okay, let's go. We're going.
Okay, let's go.
While she was in the middle of speaking, a sudden groan came from off camera.
I've worked in several funeral homes where they don't cut it, and it...
Yeah. Now that's crazy. You wouldn't catch me there. I'd be out that door. I'd be in the fridge with the bodies. I'd be on the table, dead myself.
Funeral homes where they don't cut it, and it... Funeral homes where they don't cut it, and it...
Yeah, nah.
Is anybody here?
No, what is here?
The two immediately looked at each other in shock before clarifying that they were the only ones in the building. From their reactions, it's clear that they had no idea where this haunting moan came from.
To be fair, it does look genuine.
To go investigate, a loud bang came from the distance.
Okay, let's go. We're going. Okay, let's go. We're going. Okay, let's go. We're going.
According to Jules, occurrences like this are a lot more common than you think. And it's really not surprising when you remember that she's literally in a building full of dead bodies. Number 8.
Fair.
A woman that goes by Tally is the mother to a young son who she often posts on her TikTok account. To keep an eye on him, she has a small security camera in his room. But little did she know that one night this camera would catch something that would make her hair stand on end. As her son stood directly in front of the camera, something strange appeared in the bottom right corner. A small dark figure suddenly crept into view before vanishing just as quickly. This footage...
Yeah, no, grab your baby and just go. Why would you even risk it? Just get out. Just leave. Run.
Footage immediately put Tally on edge, as they don't have any pets, and her son was the only one in the room. But if that's true, then what is that? This was the first time that anything strange had been caught on this camera, and Tally really hopes it's also the last.
I'm not surprised. I'd be hoping the same bloody thing. You wouldn't catch me staying in that house like that. So, next one we have got coming out, Fast and Furious style. We've got 8 scary videos that feel straight out of a horror movie. And this one is brought to us by Scary Comp over on YouTube again. So, same guys that we watched the first video from. So, that seemed alright. So let's give another video a go. Jumping straight back into things. Let's get to it.
A woman named Linda has been dealing with disturbing and unexplained activity inside her home. It only happens when she's completely alone. For weeks, she brushed it off as her imagination, until the sounds became impossible to ignore. And when it continued week after week, she decided to set up a camera. This is what she captured.
I take it she hasn't got kids or anything, because that's what my kids sound like.
We can clearly hear heavy footsteps pounding up and down the stairs, like someone pacing frantically in a hurry. But Linda was completely alone. Each time, the strange sound would go on for nearly 20 minutes before everything suddenly fell silent again. And it didn't stop there. Over time, it grew worse. Eventually, it wasn't just one staircase. It was every staircase in the house, as if the entity had grown bolder, or even multiplied.
You guys, I'm hearing it again, but from downstairs this time. Yeah, nope.
Some skeptics...
I'm going to say it again. Basements, attics, always seems to be that it's coming from places like that. Always seems to be the main places. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love a basement. But at the same time, if that bitch is haunted, you couldn't get a concrete truck round there quick enough.
Tried to discredit her, claiming the footage didn't show the entire staircase. So the next time it happened, Linda made sure to capture everything, start to finish, and what she recorded left no room for doubt.
I keep hearing somebody walk up and down my stairs, but there is obviously nobody there. There's nothing there. And it keeps coming up and down, up and down.
Do we reckon flour would work? You sprinkle some flour on the ground. You know, like the old Scooby-Doo films or shows. Put some flour down on the floor, see if you see the footprints. Pretty sure they've done it in, what was it? What's the show called? Goosebumps. Pretty sure they've done it in that one as well. Just sprinkle some flour down on the floor. Wait for the footprints. Or stick it at least at the bottom of the stairs or at the top of the stairs. So if you do have someone walking through it, it's going to leave footprints, surely.
Hearing repeated running footsteps without a visible source is often linked to residual hauntings, a spirit stuck in a loop, replaying the same traumatic event over and over. Usually, moments of panic, escape, or death. It's like the entity is trapped, reliving its final moments for eternity.
Yeah, I'm not doing cardio for the final moments of eternity. You're all right.
Now, Linda admits she no longer
I don't do it now.
feels safe being in the house alone. She sent the footage to a ghost hunter, and a full investigation is already underway. We can only hope she finds the answer she's looking for before the haunting escalates even further. Before we jump into our next terrifying video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to know whenever we upload something new. Now let's get back to our next video.
Go show some love, guys.
A man named Jorge has been living through something far worse than nightmares. For months, he's been violently jolted awake by terrifying, unexplainable events unfolding right inside his bedroom. Drawers are ripped open with force, chairs are flung across the room, deafening bangs echo against the walls, and blankets are yanked from his body in the middle of the night. On more than one occasion, objects have hurled themselves off shelves, and deep claw-like scratches have appeared on his bedroom wall. Jorge swears he never made. Finally, desperate to prove he wasn't imagining it, Jorge set up a camera while he slept. And this is what he captured.
Holy shit.
In the name of Jesus Christ, I ask you to leave this house this instant. In the name of Jesus Christ, I ask you to leave this house.
His bedroom door was locked from the inside, as it always is before he goes to sleep. That alone rules out the possibility of anyone sneaking in, but the sheer force and aggression of whatever's behind this activity leaves only one chilling explanation. Jorge is dealing with something demonic. He shared the footage with his family priest, who confirmed the severity of the situation. Now, a full cleansing and series of prayers have been scheduled. For Jorge's sake, we can only hope this banishment succeeds before the entity tightens its grip any further.
That's
Dustin
nuts.
Fraser has long suspected that something, or someone, is attached to him. He's heard strange noises in his house when no one else was around, doors shutting on their own, and he's even woken in the dead of night with the chilling sense that something was hovering right by his bed. But one evening, Dustin wasn't even home. And still, this happened. Watch closely.
Pool is looking a little green, if you ask me, but I mean, to be fair, like the season's almost over, so let's check this one. Good. Hot tub.
What was that?
I hate coming up here. Okay. I did a round, everything's fine.
Whoa, that's rude. That's rude. Should I try the style? What do you reckon? Just go tash. A little bit of chin. I might have to take a bit off my eyebrows, but nah, I'm joking. I'm joking. We'd never do that. Or would we?
If you listen carefully, you'll hear a faint whisper.
To be honest with you, I've probably got the same chin, so my beard covers it up enough, though.
A dark figure appears, standing directly behind him. So is this the proof Dustin needed to confirm that a spirit is truly following him? Or is there another explanation? A man named
It looks like a Halloween decoration. Come on.
Alex is enduring something most people could never handle. Some time ago, his great-grandfather passed away peacefully at the age of 93. The family grieved deeply, believing they would never see him again. But Alex would. In one of his earlier encounters, A strange noise led him to a set of keys whose purpose he didn't understand. He held on to them, thinking their meaning might reveal itself later, and those same keys play a role in the clip you're about to see.
Oh.
Okay, I just heard a loud bang out here. It's the middle of the night. Sounded like it was coming from the kitchen. Hello? Oh!
Yeah, no. You're alright, Ty.
Somebody here. Is there somebody here? What the? Okay, so I just came out and saw this chair freaking slide by itself away from the table, and when I look at what was out on the table, what I definitely did not put out here, it is my great-grandfather's journal, his old letters, those keys I found, and a photo album that I had not even known was here. This looks like an old, really old family photo album, and then this is a picture of my grandmother, my great-grandfather's daughter. So I'm freaking out right now. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have gone to that graveyard. I don't know.
Once again, the night begins with a thunderous bang, as if the ghost's tactic is always to lure Alex into its traps. This time, the trap is a chair moving on its own, pulling his attention away while something else happens. The entity had gathered several of his great-grandfather's belongings and placed them all together on a single table. The sight left Alex chilled to the bone. While he's convinced the force behind this activity is not his great-grandfather, because the energy feels far too sinister, the strange connection to family items made him tolerate it a little longer. He continued collecting evidence, hoping to piece the mystery together. One night, he heard those all too familiar noises downstairs, and, as always, he went to investigate, knowing a spirit was behind it, but unaware of just how terrifying this next encounter would be.
So I just captured something else on tape. While I was actually taking the tape, I did not notice it at all, but you go ahead and take a look at it and tell me what you think. Okay, I just heard a really loud noise coming up here from the same place where all the other stuff has been going on. Like something was dragging across the floor. Turn on the lights, like everybody says. Okay, come on. I know I heard something. I don't know. Let's see, I don't know.
Whoa, what was that? That is definitely a face staring through that door. Yeah.
I don't know. There's nothing here. Turn on this light down here. No, I don't know. Did you see it? Let's take a closer look.
Nah, that's nuts. Definitely looks like a face, though.
Yeah, so that is somebody peeking out from my laundry room. I couldn't get a good look at it, but I don't know. That definitely looked like somebody to me. And there's nobody there. I've already checked. Nobody who is pale white hiding in my laundry room. So I'm freaked out right now.
Unlike
Belly Phoebe! Welcome to the stream. Not bad, not bad. Thanks for joining us.
Like previous nights where the poltergeist only manipulated objects before vanishing without a trace, this time it revealed itself. Alex later shared the footage with relatives, asking if they saw any resemblance to his great-grandfather in the figure that appeared.
You're telling me there's no pictures of your great-grandfather? You got pictures of your grandmother or great-grandmother? Surely to God there's got to be pictures of your great-grandfather, no? So you'd be able to tell, surely to God.
But every single one of them agreed, Whatever this was, it wasn't his great-grandfather. It looked entirely different and carried a presence that felt unmistakably evil. In this clip, a man named Josh.
Yeah, day's not going too bad, thanks.
Downstairs that pulls him into the living room.
Join us at a good time. Getting them ghost videos in for today.
Watch closely.
Whoa. Whoa. That light is moving. You see it? Hold on, that was... To begin with, no. I am not staying in that house with a knife flicking about like that. Let's take that back a second. We'll head back to the beginning when he does walk through that area to begin with, because... Yeah, nah. Boxes on the table. Cross, upright, photo frame, straight. Chandelier thing, not moving. Cue that back on again. Cross, upside down. Hell no. Fridge, open. Chandelier, moving, photo frame, wonky. Boxes on the floor. Knife, twinging backwards and forwards. I'm gone. I'm gone. Not only is there a ghost in that house, but there's a ghost in that house that's got no courtesy for an energy bill. Shut the damn fridge. Let's get back to this.
After searching the entire house and finding nothing unusual, Josh returns to the living room, only to discover it in complete disarray.
Something found black with the follow.
You don't miss it. Here's
Appreciate
how
you,
the
bro.
room looked the first time he walked in. The cross hanging upright. The dining area perfectly arranged. Every object in its place. But when he comes back, everything's changed. The cross is now upside down. The refrigerator door stands wide open.
Told ya, Ghost has got no appreciation for an energy bill. Do you know how much it costs for electricity nowadays? It's crazy.
One of the dining chairs has been placed on top of the table.
Oh, mad. I didn't even notice that.
Swings, disturbed by unseen hands. Neatly stacked cartons now lie scattered across the floor. And most unsettling of all, a knife is standing upright, stabbed perfectly into the chopping board like a silent warning.
Now, fortunately, we didn't see the chopping board before he walked around the property. But, yeah, that's crazy.
When Josh posted this clip...
I'm still not happy about the fridge, though.
The real conversation began. He revealed he's been living in the house for over 6 years, but the strange activity only started about 3 years ago, right after he bought a haunted doll off eBay.
Why? Why is it always a doll? Stop buying haunted dolls off eBay. Stop buying dolls off of eBay in general. No wonder you are ending up with shit like this happening in your house. Stop doing it.
What started as a joke soon turned into an open door to something he couldn't control. The obvious question came next. Why not just get rid of the doll? But that's where it gets complicated. Josh believes burning it could release whatever's attached to roam freely, and moving it might not help either, since the spirit could simply choose to stay behind. For years, the disturbances were small, almost easy to ignore, but recently, they've become violent. Viewers quickly pointed out that poltergeists aren't usually known for turning crosses upside down, suggesting this might not be a mere haunting, but something darker. Some even claimed the chaotic display was a warning of worse things to come. Others thought they spotted movement behind the curtain, assuming someone was hiding there. But Josh explained, "There's a cat tree and chair behind the curtain. My cat likes to sit there and look out the window." That detail made some take him more seriously. But even now, no one has been able to offer him a real solution. So the question remains, what would you do in his place? And if this isn't paranormal, then how do you explain what happened here? A local store's CCTV camera captured something downright chilling. Take a look.
What the hell?
Helicopter, helicopter!
Sorry. Had to be done. God damn! Oh, he's fast forwarding it.
What exactly happened here? Some skeptics point out how unlikely it is for a gust of wind to move a toy in such a deliberate, almost purposeful way.
Yeah, no, that ain't a
Others
gust of
argue
toy.
it was left switched on, and maybe a faulty motor caused it to roll. Maybe that's true, but the toy hadn't been touched for hours. The store was completely empty at the time, and many who analyzed the footage pointed out that the wheels moved as if someone was pushing it. This isn't the first time unsettling activity has been reported either. Locals say items sometimes fall off shelves on their own, and workers often hear faint footsteps after closing. That makes this clip much harder to dismiss as a simple mechanical error. So what do you think? A faulty motor? Or did the store's security cameras accidentally capture a ghost? Playing with a toy? A man named Clay finally left the house he had lived in for 6 long years because of constant paranormal activity. Every single day he heard relentless knocking sounds. But even after moving into a new place, Clay's nightmare didn't end. After settling into his new apartment, things were about to get even worse. One morning, while doing the dishes, this happened.
Hanny, I totally agree with you there. No chance am I staying in that property. Yeah, no, I'm gone. Oh, what we got going on now? Oh, is that what he's reacting to?
The kitchen chair suddenly slid across the floor without anyone near it. Moments later came the knocking. Even after Clay pushed the chair back into place, the exact same thing happened again. First the knock, then the chair moved on its own. Later that morning, he reviewed more footage. While the chair slid in the kitchen, lights in his bedroom flickered violently at the exact same time. From his years in a haunted house, Clay had learned to place cameras everywhere.
Yeah, you wouldn't be catching me staying in that house.
That decision was more important than ever. It felt like he had left one haunting only to walk straight into another. But here's the detail that unsettled him the most. There was a locked door in the apartment that he wasn't allowed to open, part of the rental agreement. Strangely, no one explained why.
Then why are you accepting the rental agreement if you can't even look in a room? And then you got shit like that going on in your house. Are you mad?
Speculate it could hide a sealed-off room where something tragic occurred. Others believe it holds an object tied to the paranormal activity itself.
It's got to be.
And then...
either that, or he's got an attachment. He's brought the haunting with him from the previous address.
One night, Clay woke to the sound of footsteps.
Was that door shutting as he was getting closer? Oh, it's that same bedroom again. Just take a match and burn it. Obviously, grab your gaming gear out of there, priorities and all that, but leave the gym stuff there. No one needs that. But yeah, just burn the place down. I'm sure the fire department would appreciate the reasoning behind it.
We can hear clearly steady footsteps across the room. But Clay was in bed, and he lives alone. Some viewers claim to see a shadowy figure passing by. Clay admitted he noticed it too, but told himself it was just a trick of the light. That excuse crumbled after the next encounter.
Oh, God. Streaming as well. It's like it's trying to get his attention for him to go into that room. We appreciate the photo, camera footage though from the phone. Looks a lot better than the camera. Don't know why I was expecting a jump scare. What the f... It's confusing though, because he doesn't seem very phased by any of it. I mean, I get he's been in a haunted property before, but... Bro's watching it happen on his stream as well. Yeah, nah, you wouldn't. I'll be gone.
Late one night, while editing videos, he felt something touch his shoulder. Startled, he spun around, but no one was there. On camera, the door shifts slightly, then a deafening bang echoes from the locked room. He searched every corner of the apartment, but found nothing. Still the tapping began. Slow at first, then faster, like something demanding his attention. When he sat back down, the door moved again, as though unseen hands were trying to close it. The scariest moment came when Clay had friends over.
That would piss me off. Like, genuinely. Because he seems like he's one of these people that likes everything in his place. OCD maybe, but that would wind me up. Genuinely.
After a long night of catching up, everyone went to bed. But Clay's camera notified him of motion in the hallway. The pattern was all too familiar. First the knocking, then the flickering lights, then the footsteps. Yet no one had left their beds. Every one of his friends swore they stayed
What do we reckon? Ghost caught in a loop?
put until morning. So what, or who, was moving through the apartment? And is the haunting somehow connected to the locked door that Clay isn't allowed?
Next up, we're just going to power through these. We have got 7 scary videos you're not supposed to watch alone. And by the looks of things, this one is brought to us by the one and only Sir Spooks over on Tube. Yeah, so go give him a subscribe to their channel. Give him some appreciation. Send him some love. Let's get into it.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks and today we'll take a look at 7 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content.
You heard the man.
Alright, with that said, let's begin. TikTok user The Celestial Fish posted a video to her account in December of 2025, which starts off with her being emotional and panicky, stating that she was just getting ready for work when she suddenly saw something in her bathroom that scared the daylights out of her.
Spider.
She then turns the camera around to show us the area in which she thought she saw it. For a little while, nothing can be seen, but around the end of the video, the uploader sees it yet again.
It was like right there where those shadows are. Those are shadows from the towel right there. But there was like a shadow right there where those other shadows are. And it looked like a person. It looked like a ghost. Like right there. Oh shit. Holy
Fair. Nah, that's fair enough.
Holy
Yeah.
A strange shadow can be seen lurking inside of the uploader's bathroom, much to her terror.
Don't know about a person,
she
but
proceeds to panic and yell before the video ends abruptly, leaving us all to wonder what she did next. Given the distance between the uploader and the bathroom, the most plausible grounded explanation would be someone hiding behind the bathroom door itself.
Yeah.
Carefully shifting their position to project a human-shaped shadow into view. Still, the uploader's reaction appears immediate and uncontrolled, and the shadow doesn't behave like a simple pass of light. It seems to lean forward, as if aware it's being watched. Shadow figures are often described in paranormal reports as silent observers, appearing only briefly before vanishing. Whether this was an orchestrated hoax or something genuinely unexplained, the sudden cutoff leaves the impression that whatever was there may not have stayed confined to the bathroom.
What do we reckon, chat?
What could possibly have been going on here? Was there some sort of a ghost or shadow person stalking around her house?
What do we reckon? Do we reckon it's shadow person? Do we reckon it's it's a friend of hers? I'm not sure.
And if so, why? Let's hope we get an answer one day. YouTube channel Ema419 posted this video to his account all the way back in December of 2009, which would explain why the camera quality is as bad as it is. But even still, poor quality or not, this is definitely one hell of a creepy video. The footage in question sees Ema and a woman named Evelyn investigating the Sawyer boiler room. Evelyn says she thinks she sees something, which is when Ema tries to step in and help her out. For about 2 minutes or so, Ema and Evelyn proceed to investigate the boiler room, which proves to be extremely creepy, mostly because of its dark and atmospheric appearance. But the real horror kicks in at around the 2.5 minute mark when this happens.
Go on.
Alright.
Well, don't worry. Go get your whatever your material is.
Oh, David.
Come on, go ahead. Evan, just go.
No.
All right, hang on. Is there anybody back here? Go ahead.
No.
Whoa, no shot.
Oh my.
No shot. Is that chair just come out from that wall?
Is there anybody back here? Go ahead.
No.
What's that?
Holy shit.
Oh my God. No way. No way.
The chair in front of them suddenly begins to move closer to them on its own accord.
I rebuke you. In Jesus' name, you are rebuked.
Now, obviously, how exactly this happened is anybody's guess, but it's certainly quite unnerving. The most plausible, grounded explanation is that the chair was pulled using a thin string or fishing line, something easily hidden by the darkness and the video's poor quality. All paranormal videos from this era often relied on simple practical effects, especially in locations that were already abandoned and controlled. What still unsettles viewers is how smoothly the chair moves and how neither investigator reacts as if they caused it. Objects moving on their own are one of the most commonly reported elements in haunting claims, often described as subtle rather than violent. Whether staged or not,
I don't know. I've seen some violent videos. Some violent paranormal videos. Some of them are crazy, to be honest with you.
Taps into a very old fear. The idea that something unseen is interacting with the physical world around you. What do you think is going on here? Since this video is 17 years old, we can only hope that in the years since its upload, that Emma and Evelyn have since led a peaceful and happy life, and this haunting didn't follow them.
I mean, to be fair, I can see what they're saying. Especially when they say about the fact of a string, because the direction the chair came towards them, it would have been quite easy to pull it along. But for that distance, I don't know. It's quite a bit of a distance from that wall to where it ended up.
A TikTok account known as Real Dark Clips posted a video that was filmed at
Sorry, what is that profile picture? That's crazy.
An undisclosed forest in the middle of the night. The only sounds that can be heard are the birds chirping and the sounds of nature in general. The videographer is simply armed with their phone camera and a flashlight, and they're moseying around the forest, seemingly trying to investigate. And sure enough, it doesn't take long for this video to be turned on its head.
Is that? What the is that? I can't zoom in, babe. Look at that. Wait, I lost it.
Where are we looking?
You see that shit in the middle of the camera? What the is that? Oh, nah.
Where were we looking?
What the is that? Wait, I lost it. There it is, there it is. You see that shit?
Is that what we're looking at?
In the middle of the camera? What the is that? Oh,
oh yeah, that's definitely what we're looking at.
Oh, nah. Oh, nah.
It may require you to squint your eyes and turn up your brightness, but if you look just closely enough, you'll be able to spot what appears to be some sort of strange, humanoid figure lurking in the forest, much to the videographer's horror. A grounded explanation is that this could have been a person crouched low in the forest, dressed in light-colored clothing, who then stood up as the flashlight passed over them.
Yeah, it literally looks like a person.
In near total darkness, that sudden vertical movement can appear unnatural, almost like the figure is floating.
Yeah.
From a believer's perspective, the figure genuinely resembles a traditional ghost, pale, partially obscured, and moving in a way that doesn't fully match natural human motion.
I don't know. Could be a cult.
Combined with the videographer's reaction, which sounds immediate and authentic, the encounter feels less like a staged scare and more like an accidental glimpse of something that wasn't meant to be seen. Thankfully, his survival instincts kicked in, and he raced out of there as fast as he could to
I'm not surprised. If I saw that, I'd probably run as well.
Safety. Who knows what could have possibly happened to him if he had stuck around for any longer. Over on the UFO subreddit, a user by the name of Said Alpha Project posted a video that was filmed on November 24th, 2025 at around 10 PM PST in Los Angeles, California, of something truly incredible. Take a look and see.
Oh, What are we saying, chat? Do we believe in aliens? Personally, I believe in aliens more than what I believe in ghosts. Just saying. That's a big universe out there. There's got to be some life out there. Although I still can't explain some of the videos I've seen before, but yeah. Let me know.
The uploader says that the strange, 3 fast-moving objects that were captured on the infrared camera were traveling across the sky far more quickly than the usual airplanes he sees. He says that his flight tracking app did not show these things. This footage is divided into 2 segments, both of which are replayed in real time. The first segment displays the original camera perspective, while the second segment is stabilized and zoomed in. Given how sharp and stable the footage is, distortion from camera movement or stabilization doesn't appear to be a factor here. A more grounded explanation would be that these are drones or other aerial devices, though their speed and movement patterns don't resemble typical recreational or commercial drone behavior. From a believer's perspective, the way the objects move, fast, controlled, and seemingly aware of each other, feels closer to classic UFO sightings than conventional.
See that little wobble that's there, that third one that comes around, so this one here, as it comes around, it wobbles out a bit. So I don't know about drone, because they're programmed. Oh, God. Ah, Fat and Black. Love it. To be honest with you, are we talking more Jabba the Hutt, or are we talking more something out of Men in Black?
Aware of each other feels closer to classic UFO sightings.
It wobbles through. It wobbles past.
And seemingly aware of each other feels closer to classic UFO.
Programs are so well. Drones are so well programmed that you don't ever really see that. You don't see the wobble out and then correcting. They just come in, and like you said, they're moving so fast, especially in the zoomed out picture as well. They're moving way too fast for them to be drones, surely.
UFO sightings than conventional aircraft.
Men in Black.
With no flight data to match and no obvious explanation, the footage remains genuinely unidentified.
Are we talking the worm in the subway, yeah? One of them's built like Gorlock. Wow. Wow.
Which is often where the most unsettling cases tend to sit. So, any UFO believers out there, what do you make of this interesting footage?
Gorlock the Destroyer.
Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments. A man named Jordan Bowen was simply having a normal day when he says he was taking a video on Snapchat to send to one of his friends, and noticed something very strange out of the corner of his eye.
What was that?
Out of the corner of his eye.
Tell me you saw that, chat. Person so fat, it has its own gravitational pull. The fact that you're saying it says a lot. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Yeah, focus your eyes over here. You might need to make sure your brightness is right up. But literally just here, you see a shadow cross at the bottom.
And notice something very strange out of the corner of his eye.
Watching chat? There.
If you rewind the footage and slow it down a bit, you can see what appears to be a kind of black figure moving quickly across the floor, seemingly from the right door and then into another room. Jordan?
Yeah, I don't know how old this kid is, but yeah, I'd be going to bed. I'll be tucking up under my blanket.
Seems to be cool and collected in the moment, which is pretty amazing, especially considering how dark the room was where he was in. I'm confident most people would.
I'm 30 and I keep on thinking whether or not to go and get my blanket off or get a blanket off my sofa.
Have run away screaming, and understandably so. One explanation is that this could be a shadow cast by someone or something moving just out of frame, briefly stretched and distorted by the low lighting and camera exposure.
It's hunched over.
From a believer's perspective, what makes the clip
And where's the light going to be coming from?
Unsettling is how compact and purposeful the figure appears, moving from one doorway to another rather than flickering or fading out. Shadow figures are often described as starting low and fast, appearing only for a split second before disappearing. Whether it was a visual artifact or something else entirely, the movement feels intentional, not random.
That's definitely not a flare or shadow being cast by a person. Because the light's coming from the room that the camera's in as well. Not round there.
Which is why the clip sticks with people. But what in the world was this figure, and what did it want with Jordan? Who knows? Maybe it just wanted to goof around in the Snapchat video.
Just trying to get their views, you know? I feel it. I feel it. Game recognizes game.
A YouTube channel known as Carolina Case Files uploaded a video in December of 2025 which shows some truly bizarre footage that is guaranteed to make your skin crawl. The footage in question was filmed on a security camera in Deep Run, North Carolina. Carolina Case Files mentions that the video quality isn't very good and that they're trying to get information on who the homeowner is, but no luck so far. Let's watch the footage.
That's got to be fake, chat, surely.
A terrifying lanky creature can be seen crawling around on the ground for several seconds before disappearing into the night. If this isn't some CGI project or something, then I think that this is one of the creepiest creatures I've seen in a video in a long time.
Looks like my mother-in-law.
One explanation is that this footage could be AI generated or real security camera footage enhanced with CGI, especially given how accessible and convincing those tools have become. The lack of information about the homeowner and the original source makes it difficult to verify the clip's authenticity. But what makes the video so disturbing is how physical the movement feels. The crawler's weight, coordination, and presence don't resemble typical digital creations. Pale, elongated crawlers are a recurring feature in modern cryptid sightings, often described almost exactly like this. Whether artificial or real, the footage triggers a deeply primal fear. The sense that something unnatural is moving just outside the safety of your home. If I was the homeowner, I wouldn't wait. I would be packing my bags and moving into a new house as soon as humanly possible.
Yeah, straight facts on that one. I'll be off ski.
This video was posted to TikTok by a user known as Zap_About_To_Snap, who appears to be extremely frightened while at his workplace. The video starts off with him looking around with a concerned look on his face, clearly scared of something that he just witnessed.
There you go, something fat and black. Give us your reaction on this one.
While at work. Behind him, a door can clearly be seen opening and closing on its own. He then walks into that room, but no one can be seen near the door.
Worst thing is it looks like he goes towards it.
I'm about to quit. Shit.
A second video that was uploaded a bit later on shows the uploader recording.
His black card has been revoked. Oh God. It's now named Graham.
Putting something on a security monitor that scares him senseless.
What the f? No, I ain't seen this. Oh my God.
Tell you what though, props to him. Going out and trying to investigate, see what it is that's coming up.
Y'all, this is wild. It happened right in here. That is crazy. Y'all see that on camera? Rewind the camera back.
A strange, ghostly apparition can be seen on the camera, but when the uploader rushes out to investigate, he isn't able to find anything in the room. Perhaps the figure on the surveillance monitor could be a visual artifact, something like light glare, compression issues, or motion blur caused by the camera struggling in low light. Workplace security systems are often low quality and prone to producing human-shaped distortions. However, what makes this unsettling is the context. All employees accounted for, no one physically present in the room, and yet something clearly appears on the monitor. Apparitions captured on surveillance cameras are among the most commonly reported workplace hauntings. Whether a technical anomaly or something genuinely unexplained, the fact that it shows up only on the camera and nowhere else is what makes it linger. Let's just hope that he's able to get to the bottom of this situation sooner rather than later, so we can finally feel safe at work again.
Nah, he's quit. He's gone. There's no way that he's staying there.
And that was 7 scary videos.
Wow. Should we power straight on to the next load? Hell, let's do it. So, once again, another one from Sir Spooks. Let's get to it.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 11 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin. TikTok user Music Lover posted this video in June 2025, and according to the description, the footage wasn't even recorded by them. Instead, it was sent to them by their dad, who says it was filmed by caretakers working at the uploader's uncle's shared home. That alone adds a layer of unease. This isn't someone actively filming for social media. It's footage passed along because it genuinely disturbed the people who witnessed it. The uploader explains that their dad believes the video shows the spirit of their grandpa, possibly haunting their uncle. But Music Lover doesn't fully agree. They say whatever's happening in the clip feels far too violent to be him. Let's take a look.
Yeah, get out of there. Sorry, what? I've got to see that all again. That was a lot. Okay, chair moves. How are you explaining that?
Throughout the footage, multiple strange things happen inside the house before the video abruptly ends. Objects move, the atmosphere feels chaotic, and there's a sense that whatever's present isn't just trying to be seen, it's acting out. In the description, Music Lover says that after watching this, they genuinely don't know what to think anymore.
Someone explain that picture to me. Because I haven't got a clue. I can't put my finger on that. How the hell is that peeling off the door?
It's acting out. In the description, Music Lover says that after watching this, they genuinely don't know what to think anymore, describing themselves as
That's crazy.
Completely flabbergasted by the whole situation. So what do you think? Could this really be a deceased family member trying to make contact? Or does the aggressive nature of what we're seeing suggest something else entirely? We may never know for sure, but let me know your theories in the comments. This video was uploaded to YouTube back in December of 2011 by a man named Luther McGill Jr. He explains that he was on his phone using the iChat app, just messing around with some settings when he suddenly heard a strange noise coming from behind him. Now it is worth pointing out that it's a little convenient that he just happened to be filming himself when all of this went down. Most people don't record themselves tweaking phone settings. Still, the timing is what makes this clip so strange. Take a look.
Gamefly also offers gift certificates for the gamer in your life. Save up to 20%. I love game. Save with progressive. But you guess.
Come on, chat. How are we explaining this? I mean, I get it. Why are you just sitting there tweaking phone settings if I'm filming yourself? That don't make sense to me. But each to their own. I'm filming myself at the moment watching videos. You guys are watching with me. But yeah, no, that's nuts. Let's take that back. Let's rerun that.
For the gamer in your life. Save up to 20%. I love game.
Yeah, no, it don't make sense.
At around the 20-second mark, you can see one of the kitchen cabinets behind Luther slowly open all by itself. A second later, something suddenly flies out of the cabinet and crashes to the floor, causing Luther to whip his head around in confusion. He stands up to investigate, clearly startled, but the only thing he finds is the object lying on the ground. There's no sign of anyone else in the room, and nothing obvious that explains how it happened. And because this video dates all the way back to 2011, there were never any real updates or explanations afterward. The clip just exists on its own, leaving people to argue about what really happened. So what do you think? A perfectly timed setup, or something unseen rummaging through Luther's cabinets? And if it was a ghost, maybe it was just checking to see if he had any snacks worth stealing. Let me know your theories in the comments.
It's a ghost behind my own heart.
A YouTuber known as Terra Latente posted this video back in March of 2022, and it shows him wandering through what appears to be a hospital late at night and completely alone. Empty hospital hallways are unsettling enough on their own, especially after dark.
Yeah.
The uploader moves through different rooms and corridors, seemingly searching for something. For the first part of the video, it feels like nothing's going to happen, and then, in the blink of an eye, it does. At around 1:14, if you look closely, you can make out what looks like a small, ghostly child standing in a doorway. Because the camera pans so quickly, it doesn't seem like the uploader even noticed it at the time. If you slow the footage down significantly, the figure could be explained as a visual illusion, motion blur, shadows, or the camera catching something mid-pan that briefly forms a human shape. At normal speed though, it's hard not to see what looks like a child standing there. And considering the location, it's easy to see why people jump to darker conclusions. Hospitals are places tied to loss and tragedy, so the idea of a child's spirit appearing, even for a split second, hits especially hard. So what do you think this was? A trick of the camera, or something genuinely unsettling caught at the worst possible moment? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Interesting.
A man named Antonio Petrone posted this video to his TikTok account, and it shows him quietly moving through his house late at night, seemingly after hearing something that startled him. As he cautiously walks through the hallway, staying unusually quiet, he turns a corner, and that's where things get genuinely unsettling.
Hell no!
Claudia, ero sta? Claudia, ero sta, yeah?
Out of nowhere, a children's scooter that was clearly standing completely still suddenly begins to move on its own. It rolls through the hallway and even turns the corner, like someone's guiding it. But when Antonio follows and turns the corner himself, the scooter is just sitting there again, motionless, almost like it never moved at all. The video is short and doesn't offer much context, which honestly makes it creepier. There's no build-up, no explanation, just a child's toy going from perfectly still to moving with purpose.
You can't even say that string. Because the direction don't add up.
Stopping the second it's approached. If this was staged, it would have required someone hidden out of view to pull it with some string and to then quickly hide. But if Antonio was truly alone, then watching a stationary toy suddenly start moving through the house on its own is the kind of thing that sticks with you. And if you lean toward the paranormal explanation, there's something especially eerie about a child's toy being used when nobody's there.
Yeah.
Almost innocent on the surface, but deeply unsettling in practice. So what do you think? A setup we're not seeing, or something unseen taking a late night ride through the house? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Anywhere near that toy whatsoever. Absolutely not.
Back in January 2011, a YouTuber known as Mr. Snowman uploaded a video where he explains he was home alone in the middle of the day, casually playing Fallout New Vegas. Nothing unusual, nothing creepy, until he starts hearing strange noises coming from somewhere else in the house. At first he brushes it off, but the sounds keep happening. Eventually he starts wondering out loud if it could be a ghost. So he grabs his camera and begins walking around the house, deciding to actually talk to whatever might be there. He asks if anyone's present. No response. Then he asks a much worse question, whether it intends to hurt him. A second or two later, this happens.
God.
Do you want to hurt me?
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely something here.
A sudden, loud noise erupts nearby, instantly rattling him. He backs away, clearly shaken, and then notices something happening right in front of him.
What?
Okay, yeah, there's definitely something in here. They came from Noah's room. What the shit? You see that? What the Hey, why are you moving that paper? Why are you moving the newspaper? What the shit? God damn it.
A newspaper lifts up by itself, and shortly after, a bedroom door slowly closes on its own. No one's near it. No explanation in sight. At this point, Snowman moves into another room, maybe thinking distance will help, but if anything, it just gets worse.
What's so special about in here? I think it's in his room. What the What the Shit. God damn it!
Once again, the bedroom door closes by itself, and this time a box is violently thrown to the floor, sending him into full panic.
Not be the same! Jesus Christ, on a motorbike!
Could this be staged? Possibly. Objects could be pulled with strings, doors notched just out of frame. Early YouTube was full of experiments like this, but what makes the clip unsettling is the timing, especially the reaction immediately after he asks if it will hurt him. It feels like a direct response. If it isn't fake, then this crosses into classic poltergeist territory. Noises, objects moving, doors shutting, escalation once attention is given. To this day, there's never been a real explanation or follow-up. The video just sits there, another early
Your
YouTube
house
mystery
needs
frozen in
cleansing.
time. So what
Get a priest around and get your house cleansed, because that's nuts.
do you think? An old school hoax? Or something answering him back when it shouldn't have? And maybe think twice next time you're home alone, gaming, and decide to ask the house a question. This next one's short and sweet. The video was uploaded to TikTok by a user known as WTF JBL, and according to the post, it was sent to them by a night shift nurse working at this hospital. The footage shows the nurse slowly panning the camera around the dark, empty hospital late at night. She appears to be completely alone.
But that's creepy
moving
enough as
within
it is.
hallways where everything already feels unsettling. And then, this happens. This isn't one of those blink and you miss it moments. The figure is pretty obvious. You can clearly see what looks like a human-shaped presence standing in the hallway. What makes it interesting though is what happens next. The nurse pans the camera away, then pans back again, and the figure is completely gone. No movement, no transition, just there 1 second and absent the next. That sudden disappearance does give the clip a bit of a hoax vibe.
Yeah.
Especially since the timing feels almost too clean. If someone stepped out of frame,
I mean, that is very clean.
or the moment was staged, this exact camera movement would make it easy to sell the effect.
Yeah.
Still, hospitals at night are unsettling places on their own. and seeing a figure standing there, even briefly, is enough to get your heart racing, fake or not.
It's when it turns out it's a patient just walking around with one of the bed sheets around him.
So what do you think this was? A staged scare sent in for attention?
Although, what hospital is this? Because there's no computers, there's nothing on the shelves.
Or something that...
Oh, vacant station, right. I didn't even read the top.
Didn't stick around long enough to be explained. And if you've ever worked night shifts in a hospital, I'd love to hear if you've seen anything similar. Adrian Montenegro posted this video back in June of 2023, and at first glance, it looks completely harmless. It's just him and a few friends hanging out outside, at night, laughing and messing around on some swings. Nothing strange, nothing creepy, and then you notice it.
What, the person crouching down? I noticed that as soon as the video came on.
No bajen los pies. Ahí era la buena.
No bajes los pies.
Just disappears into the
If you look
forest.
closely into the background, you can see what appears to be a humanoid figure standing in the darkness. It doesn't just stand there either. It takes a few steps, and then, even worse, it crouches down, like it's trying to stay hidden or lower itself out of sight. That movement is what really changes the feel of this clip. It doesn't look like...
You can't see me! If as a person, it's the worst disguise and the worst hiding that I've ever seen in my life.
a trick of the light or static shape. It looks intentional. What makes it even more unsettling is that nobody filming seems to notice any of this at the time. There's no reaction, no pause, no sudden fear, just normal laughter, completely unaware of what's happening behind them. Imagine watching this back later and realizing your fun night on the swings wasn't nearly as empty as it felt. That something was back there, moving, watching, and then crouching down like it didn't want to be seen. This could of course be a hoax. Someone could have been positioned in the distance and decided to mess with them, stepping forward and crouching once they knew the camera wasn't focused on them. But if it isn't staged, then the idea that a humanoid figure was close enough to move, crouch, and still go unnoticed in the moment is genuinely disturbing. So what do you think this was? Someone playing a cruel joke in the dark, or something far worse quietly observing from the shadows?
I haven't got a clue. What do we think, chat? It's got to be someone dressed up or something, can't it?
This next clip from TikTok user The First Sinner is the kind of thing that makes your stomach drop, especially if you've ever worked late shifts alone. The video shows the uploader during the closing hour at a swimming pool. At that point, they're supposed to be completely alone in the building, locking things up in an otherwise empty space. But they aren't alone.
Literally just looks like some creepy dude.
Peeking out from a door frame in the distance, you can see a person watching the uploader. What immediately stands out is their eyes. They appear completely black, with no visible whites at all. The figure doesn't step fully into view, they just linger there, staring, before slowly retreating back out of sight a few seconds later. That behavior alone is terrifying. It doesn't look like someone who wandered in by accident. It feels deliberate, like they're checking whether the uploader notices them. And those eyes raise another unsettling possibility. There's a well-known urban legend about black-eyed children, figures that appear human but with pitch-black eyes and deeply disturbing behavior.
Why have we always got to involve
often showing
children?
up in places they shouldn't be. Whether you believe in that legend or not, it's hard not to think about it.
Like, come on, children are weird enough as it is. We don't need to make them weirder.
When you see something like this, of course it could still be a real person messing with the employee, someone lurking, hiding behind a door frame, stepping back once they realize they've been noticed.
Yeah, that's creepy though. Definitely thought he was going to get a look in on something, didn't he? 100% he's just there like,
It could also be a hoax. Either way, paranormal or not, this is one of those clips where there's no comforting explanation. Someone or something was there, watching. So what do you think this was? A disturbing human encounter? A setup for the camera? Or something straight out of an urban legend? This next video shows a TikTok user inside the halls of an abandoned prison, and it's immediately clear this place has been left to decay. Thick layers of rust and grime coat the walls and bars, and the entire building feels heavy, like it's still holding on to everything that happened there. And almost right away, something deeply unsettling happens.
What the? That's some creepy ass shit. Hold on.
what the hell? Nah.
I am.
Just waiting for some ghost to come out and start singing Folsom Blues.
One of the prison cell doors can be seen opening and closing over and over again on its own. It isn't subtle. It is.
That's not just opening and closing. That bitch is rocking backwards and forwards.
Isn't a one-time movement. It's persistent, like something's deliberately interacting with the cell,
Yeah,
replaying
100%.
the same motion again and again. That's what makes this so disturbing. Prisons are places of routine, confinement, and repetition. Doors opening, doors closing, days blurring together.
Yeah, not like that though.
Watching that cell door move like this feels less like random activity and more like something reliving a pattern it was never allowed to escape. If there really is something paranormal here, it's easy to imagine a former inmate still tied to that cell. Someone who never left even after the prison itself was abandoned. Not raging, not violent, just stuck. So what do you think's happening in the cell? A spirit trapped in the same
I don't want to know what's happening in that cell or what's happened in that cell previously.
space it once suffered in, or something else entirely, still haunting the corridors long after everyone else moved on. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. This footage was posted by a woman named Jessica Duffy, who shared it to her TikTok account in May of 2021. And right from the start, it feels like this isn't the first strange thing that's happened in this house. At the beginning of the first clip, you can hear one of Jessica's kids casually saying, "I ain't scared of no ghost." It almost sounds playful, like they're joking around.
Ghostbusters!
But whatever might be in that house doesn't seem to appreciate the trash talk.
Dun, 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 dun. I don't know, that could be wind though. That could be wind. Looking at the plant moving and then this little twig down here at the bottom as well. Fan blades moving. I mean, to be fair, if I was those kids, I'd be shitting myself as well. Actually, no, I'd probably shit myself in real life anyway.
Slammed shut on its own, sending the kids into instant panic as they scream and scatter. It's a sharp, aggressive movement, Not subtle at all, like something's making a point. Then Jessica uploads a second video, showing what starts out as a
we got
perfectly
two.
normal night inside the house, until it turns into pure nightmare fuel.
The hell?
It sounds like Rosie did something. Or like someone's in the house.
Jesus. Oh.
Out of
Smoke
nowhere,
came out of the
lamp
thing
and
as well.
fans short circuit, and you can see wires sparking and exploding inside the fixture.
That's not paranormal. You need an electrician, sweetheart.
It's violent, sudden, and genuinely dangerous. Put together, the two clips feel like escalation. First, the door slam, then something going after the electricity itself. So what do you think's going on here? Is there something in Jessica's house reacting to the kids' bravado? Or is this just a very angry spirit making its presence impossible to ignore? And if that is the case, yeah, this ghost might seriously need some afterlife anger management.
Say that again.
And that was 11 scary videos. I hope you enjoyed.